there, and welcome to No Recipe Required. I'm Dave, and tonight I'm going to do a filet mignon, or a tenderloin steak with a tarragon butter. It's absolutely delicious. I'm going to do it on the stovetop. You could do it on the grill. Let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, let's go ahead and start our fillets. We're doing a obviously filet with tarragon butter here. First, we have to sear off our fillets. I've got two of them here. I like to use, nice thick cuts and make sure they're seasoned well with salt and pepper, both sides. I've got a smoking hot pan, and I'm going to lay those down to sear on the first side. And again, like I do with all steaks, I'm not really going to touch these, not going to flip them. I'm just going to let them sear, cook, develop that nice crust on that one side. Because these are so thick, I'm going to have to finish them off in the oven to get them fully cooked. Or, well, to cook to medium rare, which is how I like them. If you want to go longer, that's fine. You just keep them in the oven for longer. But we're going to do both sides right on the stovetop here. And I'm probably going to let this go for 3 to 4 minutes. Then we'll flip it over and do the other side. Okay, so you may have to put the fan on like I've done to keep the smoke down. But that's totally fine, totally normal. With a fillet like this, you're looking for that nice golden brown crust on the outside, or on that first side. And if you've got fat around the outside, you may want to lay the steaks down just on its side and let some of that fat render off as you're flipping it around. It really only takes a minute or so. The goal though is to get that nice crust. We'll flip it over. I'm going to let this go for another 2 or 3 minutes. And then we're going to stick it into a 420 degree oven for about 8 minutes or so for a steak this thickness. But again, it's kind of up to you to determine your own doneness. Okay, so I just pulled my steaks out of the oven. I can tell by my feel test they're right where I want them. It's super important to let them rest for 5-6 minutes to let the juices consolidate a little bit, or if you cut into them, it's all just going to run all over the place. Now is the time to put our room temperature tarragon butter just right on top, and that is going to, just while they're resting, it's just going to melt right into the steak. That herb is going to stay on the meat and just give an awesome flavor to our steak. So we'll come back and plate it up in just a few minutes. Okay, so here is our filet mignon with a tarragon herb butter. I will see you next time on No Recipe Required.